Let's be real for a second. You want to be productive. You want to stay focused on your goals. You want to finally finish that project, start that business, or master that skill you've been putting off for months. But instead, you're jumping from idea to idea, getting distracted by the next shiny opportunity, and never actually sticking with anything long enough to see real results. One day, you're convinced you should start a YouTube channel. The next day, you're sure dropshipping is the way to go. Then suddenly you're thinking, wait, maybe I should get into real estate, or coding, or crypto. And before you know it, months have passed and you've made no real progress on anything. But here's the truth. Highly productive people don't fall for distractions. They don't chase every shiny new opportunity. They stay laser focused on one thing and see it through to the end. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to beat shiny object syndrome, stay focused, and become highly productive. For real this time. The problem: the shiny object trap. A while ago, I was obsessed with improving my productivity. I wanted to get more done, make more money, and finally build something meaningful. So naturally, I did what any ambitious person does. I started everything at once. I had about 5 different projects going at the same time. I started a blog, then a YouTube channel, then I started learning a new skill, got distracted by a side hustle, and then for some reason, I got into day trading stocks. Spoiler, I lost money. And you can probably guess what happened. I was constantly jumping between tasks, feeling like I was busy, but at the end of every week, I had nothing to show for it. One day I sat down to work on my YouTube channel, but then I thought, wait, maybe I should write a blog post first. So I switched to blogging. Then halfway through, I thought, actually, I should check my stocks. Maybe there's a good trade right now. So I switched again, and before I knew it, I'd spent an entire day working but accomplished absolutely nothing. This cycle went on for weeks, until one day I heard something that completely changed my mindset. Someone told me, you can either go 100 miles in one direction or go 10 miles in 10 different directions. And that hit me hard, because that's exactly what I was doing, spreading my focus so thin that I wasn't making meaningful progress on anything. And the worst part, switching between tasks actually kills your productivity. Studies show that every time you switch tasks, it takes your brain 23 minutes to fully refocus. So if you keep jumping from project to project, you're basically working at 50% capacity the entire time. And that's why highly productive people focus on just one priority at a time. Solution number 1, the one thing rule. So here's the first fix. Pick one thing and commit to it. Seriously, just one. Instead of juggling 10 different projects, ask yourself, if I could only succeed at one thing this year, what would it be? That's the thing you need to focus on. For example, if you want to grow a YouTube channel, drop everything else and go all in on YouTube. If you want to build an online business, stop getting distracted by every other income idea and focus on just that one thing. Because the real secret to success isn't talent or luck. It's simply sticking with something long enough to see results. And keep in mind, those results could be good or bad. If they're good, you just keep going. If they're bad, you learn, improve, and again, keep going. Highly productive people don't jump from project to project. They commit to one goal and execute it relentlessly. So that's the first step. Pick your one thing. But now, how exactly do we stick to that one thing? What happens when we run into the number one killer of productivity? How do we battle distractions? Solution number 2, remove distractions before they happen. Every time you check your phone, scroll social media, or click on a new idea, your brain rewards you with a tiny hit of dopamine. That's why it's so easy to start new things and so hard to stick with them. So if you want to stay focused and become highly productive, you have to remove distractions before they happen. Here's how you can start in 3 simple steps. Step 1, put your phone on the other side of the room. If your phone is near you while working, you'll check it. That's just how our brains work. So put it in another room. Make it inconvenient to access. Use your laziness to your advantage. Step 2, set focus blocks on your calendar. Block out 2 to 3 hours every day where you do nothing but deep work. No social media, no emails, just pure focus, and stick to it. Step 3, use a distraction blocker app. Even if you've put your phone far away, you still have access to distractions on your computer. Apps like Freedom, Cold Turkey, and Rescue Time can literally block distractions for you. If you can't stop checking Twitter or Reddit while working, use technology to fight back. Because here's the truth, your focus is your most valuable asset. If you can control your attention, you can achieve anything. Solution number 3, create a system and stick to it. Now let's talk about consistency. Highly productive people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Because let's be honest, you're not always going to feel motivated. Some days you'll wake up and think, ugh, I don't feel like working on this today. And this is where most people fail. They rely on feeling inspired to get things done. But the truth is, success comes from showing up even when you don't feel like it. So instead of relying on motivation, build a system that makes productivity automatic. Here's how. Pick a specific time every day for deep work. For example, my deep work hours are from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., right after my morning routine. And that brings me to the next point. Create a ritual before working. For example, make coffee, put on noise-canceling headphones, do a morning workout, or simply just start immediately. This can be different for everyone, so it's important to find what works for you. Use a habit tracker to stay consistent. I personally use an app called Routine, but there are many different ones out there you can try. But at the end of the day, tracking your progress makes it way easier to stick with something, because productivity isn't about feeling motivated. It's about doing the work consistently no matter what. So let's recap. Pick one thing to focus on. Stop juggling 10 different ideas. Remove distractions before they happen. Dopamine is the enemy of deep work. Rely on systems, not motivation. Success comes from consistency, not inspiration. If you actually follow these 3 steps, you'll be shocked at how much faster you achieve results and how much easier it becomes to stay productive. Now I'm curious, what's your biggest distraction? Comment below and I'll try to offer some advice. Oh, and if this video helped, hit that like button and subscribe so YouTube knows I'm kind of cool. Now I'm gonna go not get distracted by all the cat videos in my Instagram Reels feed. See you in the next one.